Hey everybody, this is Glidercat and it's time to plate. We are back in Satisfactory. We get lots of work to do. Let's get to it. This episode, I want to show you some of the modifications I made to the factory so far, our mega iron factory. This is like 1/10 of what it's going to be, by the way. And then, so we'll go through that. We've got another factory to kind of set up, another product to automate. And then if there's time, we'll go over to where we were thinking about putting the space elevator. I think right here, actually. And maybe clear out that land and pop that down. We'll see if there's time for that or not. I want to show you kind of where we're at. So we've got basically two factories stacked on top of each other here. We've got a factory doing plates. I think this is plates. Yeah, iron plates. So we've got smelting down here. We've got manufacturing of plates. And I changed the floors up. I shifted everything over to the right so that we can have storage placed right where we're producing the products. So here I've just chosen to put together 5 storage containers for iron plates. Is that too much to store? Maybe. Not too concerned about it, but at least we'll have a cache of those there. We'll see how much we end up exporting. But basically, we store it all up and then we route it down and out and then down this way, and then we're splitting the output. One storage container basically for kind of like our mall or handcrafting, and then one to feed our truck depots, which we haven't gotten started on that yet. So that's iron plates. And again, I just shifted all these constructors over by one, deleted 2 from this side, added 2 to that side to make room for these storage containers. Then the next factory we've got is rods, so we're smelting on this floor. Doing our iron rods here. Iron rods don't process quite as fast per constructor, so we need 2 floors to do that. And this is using, I think, half of a belt. So right now, 60 iron ore per minute kind of thing. And then this one, I just put up 2 storage containers. I don't think we're even going to be exporting rods. So I've got a little bit of cash on those, and down they come. Across, same kind of thing. We've got like kind of a mall storage container underneath there and a storage container for trucking. I mean, this is actually, these storage containers will serve for trucking too, because they're caching product that's eventually going to be exported. So what next? What next? I think last episode we were talking about, or I was talking about, if we've got extra rods and, you know, we've filled all the storages, everything's full, and we've got surplus rod production. Let's forward those rods on down the line to some other factory that might make use of them. I've changed my mind on that. I think what I'm going to do is just forward the ingots. So if this line backs up, so this is the smelting array for the plates. If that backs up, I've got a splitter here, and I'll send those ingots off to some other production. Same thing up here. This is the smelting for iron rods. If that production backs up, all the storages are full. We still want to make use of that ore. We don't want to waste it or waste time having it just everything clogged up. Then we can split this off and send the ingots off to some other production. And that's what we're going to do right now. These 2 smelting lines make up one full belt of ore. And we're scaling the factory to assume that we've got Mark IV belts and 480 units of ore coming in per belt. That's how we're scaled. So a lot of these machines are set to, they're underclocked to like 25% efficiency. So what I want to do this episode is take this extra iron, because I know these things are going to back up eventually, and route them up. And on top, we're going to do a new factory. I've got all the floors in place, and I've got it wired for electricity, so that should be easy to pull cables and things. What I want to do is reinforced iron plates is just an overflow factory for these 2 lines, for these 2 factories below. If there's surplus iron ingots, we're going to make reinforced iron plates out of those. And I'm going to scale this factory as if both of these other factories are fully backed up. So I'm going to assume we've got, 480 ingots a minute coming up here. And we'll downscale it to our actual production. And we're going to use reinforced steel plates, or reinforced iron plates. We've got two recipes now. We've got an alternate recipe that leverages copper and gives us some efficiency and savings in iron. And then we've got the default recipe. For this overflow factory, doing reinforced plates, I just want to rely solely on iron. I don't want to be dependent on a different ore. So we're going to do the original recipe for reinforced iron plates, and then later on we'll do a factory that gets first dibs on the iron and copper and does reinforced iron plates using the alternate recipe. But this is just to handle the overflow. This may be super duper overkill, but it's factory building. I like building factories, so that's why we're going to do it. And I want to make sure this is going to be around for ages, for as long as we're playing. I just want to make sure that this factory, as we scale up, stays productive. We don't have backed up lines. So let's get to it. I got it mapped out, all the machines and things we need per floor. But the first thing we need to do is route this extra iron ore up. We need to turn it into one line too. Where can we do all of that? Let's see. We're gonna have the biggest floor we're gonna have is 12 constructors, so that's gonna be 6 and 6. But we are gonna want a lot of storage. Maybe we just plan to do it. Whoops! I just landed on top of our biomass power plant. I'm using the fly mode just to make this a little bit easier. Guess we can send, I need a path on this side to send ore all the way up, or ingots all the way up. Let's do it. Let's do it. I guess right here. This path is open to us. So let's see if we can make this work. We need a floor hole here. We'll just get on it. If I can get the right toolbar lined up. Here we go. Floor hole there. And there. And there. And there. This will be the first floor. So this is going to be, I think, iron rods. This floor right here that I'm looking at. And this is going to be our screws, but I need to send iron up, iron ingots up, and then this is going to be plates right here. So that's as far as we need to go. And our first, this is where we're overflowing. So let's put a smart splitter. Let's put a smart splitter kind of in the middle here. Boom. And we can get rid of this one. And in fact, I'll fix this belt. And on the smart splitter, we're going to be sending some of this ingots. When it backs up, we're going to send ingots up this way. And so let's configure this guy. The center output, we want anything. Everything goes there. And to the right, we're only going to send overflow. Right? So when that line backs up, send your ingots over to our new reinforced iron plate factory. And that's not going to happen for a while. All right, so that's those coming up. Now, these ingots keep going up. And now they need to meet up with somebody over here. So let's do that. This guy needs his little smart splitter. We'll do the same routine over on this floor. Get rid of that one. Get rid of this. This extra space we have on the factory floors here, I may end up filling this with batteries or something later on just to make use of the space. For now, I'm not too worried about it. Is that too far of a run? What's the problem? Conveyor belt's too long. Sure. We'll just stop it halfway here. Boom. Smart splitter again. Kind of roughly in the center here. This time, we need to do something a little different. Because these guys need to merge in. I'll show you what I mean. These ingots are going to come up. And we're going to need a merger here, I think. We'll see how it goes. Something like that. This smart splitter will configure it the same way. Left is none, center is anything, and to the right is just going to be overflow. So you get to go there, you get to go here, you do a merger. Now we've got those two things merged, and we need to send that all up. So we'll bring you down and maybe put you there. Is that gonna look stupid? We can do, I can go up on an angle or I can use little conveyor lifts. Let's do conveyor lifts, so if it'll fit. Oh, it's not gonna fit. We could make that fit, couldn't we, pretty easily. Let's do it with, let's try it with 2 conveyor lifts. I think that might end up looking better. You just come down a little. You come down a lot. And you send all that extra iron ore from both smelting arrays. Send the iron ingots up, 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 up. And then this is going to go straight up. Same thing here, up. And this is our first floor where we're going to do stuff, but we need to split. We need to split these iron ingots between the production of plates and iron rods. So that means splitter somewhere. Like that. And then the same old routine here with this guy coming down. And then these will just balance themselves out. The overflow ingots that come up through here will balance out between producing iron rods, which we're going to do first, or then going up a couple floors and doing iron plate production. So for iron rods, I need what? I need 8 constructors is all I need for these. I could do it in one line, or I can do 4 and 4 and have a bunch of extra space. Iron rods. Let's do 4 and 4. I'm just looking down here to see how I'm doing it. Looks like I'm lining up to the third. This guy. And that's going to have to kind of snake over. So let's do it here. We need 8 constructors for iron rods. I'm trying to get my hotbar. Where are you? There you are. Alright, 8 of these guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll just do them in this orientation. that's all those guys. I got to bring power from way over here. We got lots of extra space. But I don't mind. Like I said, I can fill this with batteries or something later. Not real worried about that. So let's bring you across. We'll skip to... Always helps to have a flashlight on while doing this. That's that. Now let's do our recipes. This is going to be, again, iron rods. We're assuming that we're getting 480 ingots coming into both production lines for iron rods and iron plates. And we're assuming that when things balance out, we're going to get 120 ingots coming across that belt once we're fully scaled up. And then right now, right this minute, we'll get 25% of that, which is like 40 ingots or something. 30 ingots per minute. So iron rods. And we're going to scale this down to 25% for now. And then again, that's going to allow this factory to scale up fairly easily once we get better miners and better belts. And I think that's right. 25% iron rods. Just double checking everything. Okay, Control C. Control V. Don't need the flashlight anymore. All right, that's all good. Now we got to get our ingots over here. It's too long of a belt run. Let's do halfway. Okay, I may actually fly for this just for speed. Splitter time. And belts. Output is gonna go up a floor, and we're not caching this output at all for rods. We don't need storage containers and all that kind of stuff. So maybe get a belt here already. Just thinking how to route the outputs. I guess we can go. Let's try this. This may or may not stick. We may change this. The output is never going to get higher than the belt capacity that we'll have. So I think I can put all of this on one belt and not have a problem. Because all of these, we got 8 constructors. They should put out 120 rods when everything's maxed out. And that's going to be plenty for the belts to take. So mergers now. I'm going to do these two over again. Just want to make sure they weren't yellow when I was placing them down. Okay, and then more belts. And then this output can go up. It's going to go up like 3 levels. I guess it doesn't hurt for you to go up right here. No, it's not going to go up 3 levels. I think it's only going to go up 1 level. We got rods, then we're going to do screws next. It only needs to go up 1 floor. And this one's not going to be needed. We may end up using that for screws, but probably not. That's rods. This is going to be screws. So this iron needs to go up. Iron ingots. This needs to go up to where we're going to do plates. Boom. And again, there's no storage for this. We just need to send this up. And there's not going to be any production until we get, until some of our storage arrays fill up for either rods or plates below. So it's going to be a little weird. But I do think they're going to back up as we're building other factories and stuff, because we're not exporting anything right now. We're just using those plates and rods for, the plates and rods produced down here for just building. All right, that is that. Now, what do we got? Now we got, now we've got 120 rods coming up from here, in theory. And we need 12 constructors to turn those into screws. So let's throw 12 constructors down, and we'll do it kind of the same way. We're starting here. Constructors. 1, 2. Yeah, 1 more. Alright, and let's get our wiring done. I guess I'll just bring it down the way I did last time. Lights. Now for this, I'm going to get on the ground, I think. I'm missing cables. Let's go get cable. We got tons of that. Gonna use the fly mode. I know it's a bit cheaty, but in the interest of time, we're gonna use this. Cables are right there. That's a power pole, but I got cables right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should get us going. And then while I'm over here, how am I doing on reinforced iron plates? Not great. Let's grab some more of those. Oh man. What do you guys need? You guys need screws. I'm gonna grab some screws and throw that into here so these guys can kind of do their thing. And keep producing reinforced iron plates for us. And I'll grab a few of these for myself. And how you doing on plates? Pretty good, actually. We've got plates here. Load this up with a few more. And I've got 600 on me. That should be good. All right, back up. Up, 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 up. We are wiring these guys down on the ground. Change my hotbar. What happened? Somehow I put something on my hotbar I didn't want. This needs to be in the 2 spot. All right, 2. So 1 on the ceiling and 1 to the constructor. I think we still got plenty of biofuel, and again, all these factory machines are underclocked quite a bit. So we'll see. Eventually, we're going to exceed what we can do power-wise, and then we'll have to go run off and set up coal power somewhere. But we'll see how far we can get. All right, that's that. Time for recipes. This is screws. And we're going to do the same thing. 25% underclock on that. And let's get out of this. Control C. All right, belts. This is our rods coming up. This guy was on 8 before. Hop up to do our merger, our splitters. I'm going to do those again. I went really fast and I can't test them because we don't have product coming through. I'm going to do this a little more deliberate just to be safe. Because if I make a mistake, it's going to be hard to catch it. Okay, that's better for sure. Let me put the light back on now that it's dark. You... These are screws, same thing as before. This can all... We should have enough belt capacity, I think, unless I'm missing something, to bring these all up on one belt. And if I did mess something up, we got plenty of room. We can fix it later when I discover what the problem is. mergers. Yeah, if you see something unpowered or you see me make a mistake, definitely let me know in the comments. These lights right here on the constructors, I can't tell what color those are. I know they change or something if it's not powered, but I can't tell. All right, 3, because I'm a little bit colorblind. All right, that is our screws, and those need to head up, up. And I think I'll do it. I think I'll do it right here. We'll just leverage this same spot. Oh, probably need to come out a little bit. How do we want to do this? Want to reverse that. You that way, you that way. All right, that should be, unless I'm forgetting something, everything's powered up. The firewall is powered up. All the splitters look like they're belted. All the mergers look like they're belted. We're good. We're good. We're good. Rods are going to come up here. Screws are going to go out and up. Next up, it's back to... This is going to go up. It's back to working with iron ingots, I was going to say. And we're going to do plates. Oops. Might want to put in one of these first. This is our screws going up to where we're going to do the actual reinforced iron plates. And this is our ingots. Should be like 360. And we're going to need 12 constructors to do that work for us. 12 constructors starting here. That's that. Second verse, just like the first. Let's get our power routed. It occurs to me that I skipped a step when we were routing the overflow of the iron ingots from the factories way down below. We're going to go divert and fix that problem in a minute here once I get this wired, so I don't forget. right, those are all wired up. Let's do recipes. This is plates, 25%. All right, I'll show you what I forgot. So this whole factory is dealing with if we're backed up on iron rods and iron plates, that we can make use of the iron that's being fed into those factories to do other things. And the other thing is reinforced iron plates. But then the question is, what happens if that's backed up too? We have everything we need. If that's the case, I want to send the ore, I want to send these ingots way down the line just to some smart plating somewhere. There shouldn't be a whole lot of overflow there, but I want to account for it. So what that means, how are we going to do this? Let's back up for a second. This is the iron ingots from those two factories. I'm looking. I'm gonna have to come back and do this one because I'm a little tired, and I'm having a hard time figuring out what I want to do. But this is one smelting array. This is our smart splitter. The overflow's going here, but what I really need is another one to say for this to be kind of a smart splitter. And this actually may be the spot. So I'm getting the overflow ingots from down here. And now the overflow ingots are here. So this is everything meant to go up. We just need one more smart splitter following this guy. So let's do it. I think that's all we need. We'll do it right here. And this time, if we face this way and configure this guy, we want anything to go to the left. And we want the center output just to be the overflow. So what that means is we got ingots coming in. It's just the overflow ingots from our first two factories. And now I'm saying take all of that overflow ingots, all those ingots, and send them up to producing reinforced iron plates, the factory that we're working on right this minute. And if that's backed up, then go send it somewhere else. Which I'm not sure where that's going to be yet. So let's just put a belt down. It looks like I need more reinforced iron plates to do that. Let's go fetch some. I might have some over here. Let me just check. Nope, no luck. And I might have some down in here. Not there, I don't. And there I do. Let's take these. Anything else useful to me here? Not that I need right now. And then what about you? Nothing. All right, you'll notice also, I forgot to mention it, I moved the hub because it was running into the bottom of our factory. So now this guy's got a clear flight path up. And I moved the workbench too, I think. Where's the workbench? Workbench is right there. So that area's been cleared out a little bit. I still have 3 chests there, and the MAM and the awesome shop still sitting there. May move that stuff later too. All right, that's taken care of. The overkill iron overflow. Let's finish working on plates here. That's these guys. So now it's belty time. These are our ingots, I believe. what's left of our overflow ingots after they've been used to make rods and screws. Down the middle, fellas. Halfway, we're gonna have to do that. Maybe even more than once. Alright, up in the air for splitters. I don't need the light for this, I don't think. Everybody's wired, everybody's got their recipes. Yeah, time for splitters. Control key to line these up. Belts. And the output, we should get 240 iron plates out of this when we're fully maxed out, upgraded and everything. And again, I think we can just run this output on one big long belt, one big long snaky belt. Maybe we go the other way this time since that path is taken. Doop, doop, something like that. All right, let's pull from this guy. Mergers. Belts to get these guys all their output all connected. It's a little worrisome not being able to see this in action, these guys working. But I bet within an episode or two we will see them working because ingots should start backing up. Okay, and these guys need to find their way up. These are iron plates. You guys need to go up to where we're going to stitch them together. Bolt them together. That, I think, was the wrong way. Awesome. I think we're good. So ideally that's going to be screws if we did everything right. And that's going to be iron plates if we did everything right. And so we go up a floor. If I can get my flight mode going here. Boom. This is the final floor. And this time we need assemblers, I think, right? 8 assemblers for reinforced iron plates. We're not going to get a whole lot of production out of them. Let's back it up. We'll try and line these up. We'll start in the same area, but assemblers take up a lot more space. And I don't even have those on a hotbar yet. Let's do that. Second hotbar. Production assembler. Let's put this in slot 4. Hopefully I have what I need to build these rotors. Oh man, I got to set up some manual production of rotors. So let's try and line up roughly the same kind of spot. This needs to be 8 of these guys. Oh, they're not bad. I thought these were a little bigger. Yeah, not bad at all. 8 of you. Let's push you. There's fine. Okay, missing reinforced iron plates. Well, once we have overflow, this factory is actually going to make some more for us. We are running low on those. We're using a lot for all the belts, all the constructors. It's this storage. Grab 5 stacks. This guy is loaded now. And this guy over here, this other assembler, was making rotors. How are we doing? Yeah, we've got quite a bit. I do need to resupply that manual production. But hopefully we'll have a factory in place for that soon. Up, up, up. Constructors. What did I say we needed? 8? Or assemblers, sorry. 8 assemblers. These guys are a little longer, aren't they? Should I pull those back? Or should I just do one big long line? I do want lots of room for storage for this. The reason I'm thinking is you'll notice this little foundation on the far side here, or the near side to us, is empty everywhere. I'm not routing anything up and down with the exception of our ore. Now, I was thinking of trimming that off, but if we do assemblers like this, I'm not going to be able to trim that off. Do I want to grow in this direction or the other direction? I kind of want to grow in the other direction, not this one. Get so close to that biofuel factory. Let's pull this back. Let's pull this back a whole block. And start these over here. May not make any difference. And 8 of these guys. 1. I just lost my little flight mode there for a second. These are a little bigger, but this spacing works for me. I don't like real compact factories, if that's not obvious at this point. All right, wire, and then I am not going to use conveyor lifts for this. We're going to ramp the materials down, kind of old school style. I like the look of that a little better. I like to kind of see the parts move around. All right, right now we got to get wiring. Lights. This time, where are we? Wow, these things are tall. Oh my goodness. Let's do the power down this row, I guess. All right, recipe time. This is going to be reinforced iron plates, the original recipe. Boom. And then, as always, 25% until we get upgrades on our miner and our belts. Reinforced iron plates, 25%. We're good there. I'm expecting by the time we're done, there should be at least some ingots floating into this factory. But we'll see. Belts. We need to do 2 belts. It's been a long time since I've done this. We're going to stack belts through here. I need Somebody on the bottom, somebody on the top. This guy. It's going to be on the bottom, I think. I'm going to bring you down over here. And then I guess I'll do my splitters for the bottom layer here. And top, what do we want? I guess the bottom will extend out the furthest. Keep losing my little flight mode here. Split, 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 split. So I think those are the iron plates right there. And then I want to come up here, and I think I actually need one of these dudes. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done this. Let's see. I guess I can just come up, right? And then I need one down to here. Conveyor lift, or a stackable conveyor pole. I guess it's called. This is a little tricky to place. Sure. Question mark? And splitters. Keep losing my flight here. I'm clicking something that turns it off. All right, let's do belts from these guys. Yeah, I like this look better. I'm gonna turn off straight mode. I like to see the products sliding down the belt, rather than just looking at a bunch of vibrating machines that are fed by loaders or fed by vertical conveyors, and you don't even see any product. All right, that I think is that. Now, why aren't we getting products? Okay, for this guy, ooh, it's gonna be a little tricky. It won't be bad. Outputs. This is how we're going to do our outputs. Let's get it done, and then we'll go see why we don't have some ingots floating through here. I was kind of expecting something. I'm going to turn right angle mode back on. Could save space. I'll come down the middle, I guess. You're going to do that. You're going to come down there, and then we're going to put a merger right here. And then we need mergers here. Actually, we got to collect our output here. Do this one over just in case. I'm going to do this one over too. I just want to make sure these guys are snapped on. All right, that's that. And last up, we need to just build some storages here and then route this out of here. I guess we should do that. And then we'll go see if we can diagnose what our problem is. Where do I want to put the storages? And where do we want to route this product out? Our next path down, these guys are all taken, is right here. Oops, so this is the way down. That's where these are going to end up. But I want storages. Am I on the right floor? I don't think so. And I guess I'll put them way back down this way. Sure. So the odds of this iron ever backing up is probably nil, because I'm actually going to put a lot of storage here. See how these are lining up? Are they lining up? Looks like it. How about flashlight? Let's do that. That's more than enough, right? So this guy... in. I have to kind of do it in this order, otherwise I'm going to get confused. Comes in and then this goes up, and then it needs to shoot over right from here. I got to turn off straight mode for this. Okay, then it needs to go down on the other side. On the other side, it's going to come down, and then we're going to come across, and then it's going to go up, and then we're going to come across, and then it's going to go down, we're going to go across. That one's going up. Yeah, we can see. It's kind of obvious, right? By the way we have it. That guy's going to go down. That guy's going up. That guy's going down. And there's our output. I suppose we can just put this guy this way. And we can scale this up, scale it down. We can change it up. I'll go straight mode here so we get the pretty angles. And then I got to bring all this down into storage. Then we're going to see if we can troubleshoot why we're not getting any production. I kind of expected something to come through by now. Could be I have a smart splitter set up wrong. Or it could be we just don't have any surplus yet. We have power. Everything's smelting over here. Whoops, I gotta sneak in here. I'm not sure why I built that wall all the way across. This, I think, snaps right on to the wall port, which is super nice. And then we'll skip 2 rows. I don't know what the spacing is here. I'm guessing we're going to have to rework this once we get our truck stations down below. We don't have those unlocked yet. But we will probably have to do that before we finish all this iron mega factory. Then we're going to start expanding to the left here too. But I guess I'll bring this up. Occurs to me I could have just... Let's change this. Let's try and do it this way. Is that... It may make me go down. Is that backwards? Yeah. Yeah, that one looks like it's going out into this guy. That's okay. I'll accept that. Interesting. Alright. The little conveyor lift there. I don't remember putting that there. The little strut. I basically want to go up on top of this guy. Just to save space. Let's see what we get here. And you need to come down. Ooh, are you going to be able to make it down? We'll see. Over here somewhere. I need a strut or a support here. Right here. And then we have splitters right here. This design may change. This splitter is just putting some off, separating one storage container so it never gets taken by trucks. It's kind of for like a mall, so we always have access to this resource. And then we'll see. We're going to do more reinforced plate production, a whole separate factory dedicated to that using the alternate recipe. We'll see how to merge it into this same truck station, or if we have 2 truck stations. Not sure what I want to do with that yet. Let's take a look at the belt, see what this looks like. Is it going to look horrible? Am I out of materials? Missing reinforced iron plates. Oh man, we're using a ton of those. Where are you? Guess I'll take the rest. I'll go with that for now. And then you. Looking to see how I line this up. You there, and then I have a floor port here. How did I do this? Kind of like that. And then down we go and put up a couple storage containers, and we will be done with that. And we'll go troubleshoot why we're not getting any product. Thought we'd get something by now. These aren't used. This was just experimentation. Okay, so 2 over, this guy in the middle, 2 over. Kind of like that. And this guy, I think, will actually snap right on. And then, yeah, in theory, this is where the truck station would be, going down this portal. Like I said, this is all subject to change a little bit. But just to have it pictured the way we think it's going to play out, I'll build these. That guy lined up. Looks like it. Alright, this would be like the mall. Access to resources that aren't going to get shipped out. Alright, get rid of the flashlight. Let's go see if we have any backup on this ore. In fact, we can check the storages here. So these guys are still storing plates. So that's going to be a while before we get any ingots out of this line, but we are going to get some, you can see. Plates are backing up because we're not shipping anything out. So inevitably this is going to fill up. In fact, I think we can get rid of a bunch of that production down here. We'll do that next. And then let's look at rods. Rods are not storing as many. There's a chance this is closer to backing up. The top storage is full. The bottom storage is darn close. We got 3.5 more container, 3.5 more little slots here. That'll be full, and then we'll start getting our first iron ingots. We'll go up to the new factory that we just did. Awesome. I like it. Let's clean up our plate production down here. That's this mess. We're just going to get rid of all of this. I don't have room for all this in my in my inventory, but let's work our way back, I guess, from the smelters. This guy's doing plates, right? So that can go. This guy can go. That guy can go. That belt can go. We'll have to leave this storage container there till I can empty it. Oh, you know what I can do with it? I can go run those plates up to that that storage in our new factory, and that'll cause it to back up faster. Which is what we want. This is so hilarious, these belts running through the dirt. I love it, but we got to get rid of it. We got one more belt running through the dirt. That power pole looks safe to get rid of. That one does too. Let me fill up with iron plates here. Looks like I am. Look at my inventory. Oh, man. Oh, I got a bunch of ingots now. Where can I get rid of those? You know where I can get rid of them? Is in our new factory. Where are you? How about ingots? These guys are getting ingots, right? Let's load these guys up with ingots. Just to clear my inventory and make use of this stuff. That was rods, right? These guys are making plates. Let's get rid of the rest of the ingots in here. And then plates, I'm going to dump off. They're way down here. Let's get rid of all these plates. Grab some more. And get rid of some more. Grab some more. Let's make sure this guy doesn't need any. He does. You can take all those. And I'm going to borrow a couple back from you. So that's that. Now we can get rid of the storage down here. And then rods we can get rid of as well. Rods are here. I got a bunch of them. Oops. Yeah, let's get rid of this whole setup here too. We'll clean up some of the spaghetti we got down here. Served its purpose. Oh, we're going to get rid of the other underground belt. Who knew that was a feature in Satisfactory? I guess I can try. Rods, as we saw, the storage is actually already full on those. Because I could add another storage. Yeah, I don't have room to get rid of those rods. We'll use them for, I think, handcrafting rotors. Let's take a look. What do you need? Yeah, rotors need rods. So let's dump those off in there as best we can. I don't have much inventory space to do this transfer right now. Sort. What do I got in here that's junk? Oh, I got a bunch more iron ingots. Let's get rid of them. Up, 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 up. This is plates here, right? Have some ingots. And then for rotor production, we'll go back up there and see things working in a second. I want to just grab the screws if I've got some down here. Someone mentioned in the comments that I had a machine in my little ad hoc screws production line unplugged. I think it was this guy here. I did finally plug it in. I'm going to steal a bunch of these screws and we're going to put them into rotor production. And I'm going to take a couple back. I'll take the rest of those and send them down here, and whoops, take a couple back. All right, almost done. Let's see what's happening up top. All the way up top. Are we getting any real production? We got screws. We got plates. A little bit. This guy has both. Oh, what's going on? Is the recipe's not selected? Are you serious? Okay, this guy's got the recipe selected. Yeah, let's control CU. Control V. Control V. Did I not do this? I'm just gonna do this for all these guys. We're 25% speed, so it's going to go super duper slow. Yeah, here they come. We're only getting 1 a minute. That's fine. So here comes some overflowing plates. Here comes some overflowing screws. Awesome. I'll take it. I'll take it. This is just bonus material for when the when our first original plate factory, iron plate factory, which is these 2 floors, and our screw factory, which is, our rod factory, which is these 3 floors. When those back up, we're going to be making reinforced plates with the iron. You might even see some find their way over here. Let's see if we got any into storage down here. Not yet, not yet. Oh man, I'll double check it between episodes. I think we're good. I think we're good. Production's going to be super duper ultra slow. It's just for overflow stuff. Are we getting any? It could be it's just the construction time's taking forever. This guy's firing off too. Okay, there's one. I'm gonna grab it. All right. Yeah, let's wrap this episode here. Not bad. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. So what we have left to do, we still have all the things left on the right side of the screen. Let me see if I can put this somewhere dark. Let's go in here and look at the ceiling or something. Yeah. So if you look off to the right, we got screws and modular frames. Maybe we do those next. It's going to be very similar to what we just did with the iron plates and the iron rods a couple episodes ago. And then any overflow with that, maybe we'll just do another factory on modular frames, because I think we're going to need a lot of those. And then we still got rotors, reinforced iron plates using the new recipe. We're going to have to import copper for that. And then smart plating. So yeah, we got a lot. Oh man, we got a lot left to do. Let's look at our... Can we look at our power real quick? I'm just curious. Got a lot of machines clocked at 25%, so it's not as brutal as it would seem. Our capacity is 2.1, and our max consumption is less than a quarter of that, right? So far we're in good shape on power. We got tons of biofuel. I keep doing little runs to go get leaves and things. But yeah, let's wrap this one here. We'll call it an episode. We will try and make these buildings look a little bit nicer. I do want to get through the iron production and maybe get coal power going, and before I even begin to think about beautifying these things. But yeah, when we start the next factory, probably going to be screws. That's going to be just over here a little bit. We'll give ourselves, I don't know, two or three foundations a gap, and then we'll start another factory here, and we'll keep expanding out this way and up, and we'll do two factory screws, probably modular frames, and then the overflow will be a second modular frame production, because I think we're going to need a lot of those too. But that's it for now. This is Glidercat saying thanks so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this series on Satisfactory. Oh man, we got a long way to go. We're building a super duper, hopefully super duper scalable ironworks factory. We're gonna have a bunch of truck bays so we can export products from here. Hopefully that'll all pan out. We won't have a huge bottleneck where the truck bays are. We'll figure that out though. If there is, we'll work around it. And I want to thank Glidercat patrons and channel members, as I always do. Deeply, sincerely appreciate the support. Probably wouldn't be a Glidercat channel without it. And with that, I'll see y'all in the next episode.